Hi guys, this is just a quick simple mobility practice, so perfect for first thing in the morning or after a busy day, or you can use this as a little bit of a yoga warm-up before another class that you're doing. So let's jump right in. So we're going to start seated, and we'll start by just taking some movement with the head. So letting the head roll around in whatever direction feels good. Just starting to bring your awareness to the body, noticing the sensations through the neck and the shoulders. Trying to keep the spine nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Good, and then coming back to center, we'll bring fingertips to the shoulders and start to take the elbows round in circles. We really want to try and make these circles quite exaggerated. So really trying to bring the elbows towards each other. Don't worry if they touch, but just that's the intention. Reaching the shoulders up towards the sky, round towards the back, squeezing the shoulders towards each other, and then actively drawing the elbows down towards the floor. And then take it as a fluid motion. Good, just taking one more this way, and then we'll take a few going in the other direction. Good, maybe starting to notice what the breath is doing, seeing if we can breathe down into the belly. Good, and then let the hands just drop down, maybe taking some circles with the shoulders, shaking the arms out, whatever you need to. And then we're just going to warm up the wrists a little bit. So I'm bringing my wrists together and just starting to roll the wrists around. So front of the palms face each other, then the thumbs come towards each other, backs of the hands, and then little finger side of the hand. And then just continue to roll the wrists around. Good, and then you can take a few going the other way. Perfect. When you're ready, we're going to come over onto all fours. And we'll start here by taking some circles around the wrists. So these can stay fairly small, or you can make them a little bit bigger. But try and keep your whole hand pressing down into the floor. Good, and then we'll take a few going the other way. Perfect, and then come back to center, taking some simple cat-cows. So starting to move with the breath. Inhaling to drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the head. Exhale to round through the spine, head drops down. Good, and then just syncing up with your own breath. Inhale to drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhaling, rounding through the spine. Good, keep pressing the ground away with your hands. Maybe pressing the tops of the feet into the floor as well. So our whole body is engaged, even though we're just mainly focusing on moving the spine here. Good, and then come back to center. We're going to extend the left foot back, keeping the toes tucked under. Then just start to rock backwards and forwards. If your wrists need a little bit of a break, you can come up onto fists here, see if that feels any better. And just feeling into the stretch through the back of the leg, trying to keep that extended leg as straight as possible. Good, and then we're going to lift that extended leg, bend the knee, and start to take that knee round in circles. Just mobilizing the hip a little bit here. Try and keep your weight evenly balanced between both hands. So you might notice that you've shifted your weight over onto your right hand side. See if you can shift it back so your weight is even. Good, and then we'll take it round the other way. Keep breathing. Try and keep the breath smooth and steady. Good. One last one. And then we're going to keep that leg lifted, extend it away, and then take the foot over towards the right. And then you're going to turn and look towards that foot. So you're turning towards the right, looking towards your left foot. Good, and then coming back, dropping that left knee down. We'll do the same on the other side. So right foot extends, rocking backwards and forwards. Just notice if this side feels any different. Good, and then when you're ready, lifting up that back leg, bending the knee, taking the knee round in circles. Then notice if you've shifted your weight over to the left, see if you can bring it back to center. And your circles don't have to be huge here. You might just be taking little circles with the knee, just seeing how it feels in your body. Good, and then take a few going the other way. And when you're ready, extending that leg out and away, taking it to the right, then looking towards that foot. So feeling a nice side stretch here. Good, dropping that right knee back underneath, coming to puppy posture. So we're going to keep hips above the knees, but start to walk the hands forwards, dropping the chest down, head down to the mat. Taking a few breaths here, you can let the arms rest down on the ground, or you can keep the arms active, actively pressing the hands into the mat, dropping the armpits and the chest towards the ground. Good, and then you can drop it back to child's pose if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, feel free to just come onto your back, hug the knees towards the chest. Maybe starting to slow the breath down. Just letting the body relax down into the ground. Good, and then from here, we're going to make our way to kneeling with the toes tucked under, coming up. And then we're going to take eagle arms. So bring your left arm to an L shape and then right arm underneath. From here, you can either hug the shoulders, press the backs of the hands towards each other, or if the arms allow, you can wrap at the wrists and then palms are coming together. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the chest, the elbows. Exhale, dropping the elbows towards the belly button, rounding the spine. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, rounding. Just take a few more at your own pace, moving with the breath. Finding a little bit of a cat-cow action through the spine. Good, and then coming back to center, opening out with the arms. If your feet are screaming at you, feel free to untuck the toes. Otherwise, keep them there, and we'll do the same, but with the other way around. So right arm is in front, left underneath, and then finding what feels best here, hugging the shoulders, backs of the hands together, or wrapping at the wrists. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, rounding the spine. just take 1 or 2 more. Good, and then unwrapping the arms, nice big stretch, open the chest, and then untuck the toes, coming onto all fours. You might want to tap the feet or just let the feet rest down. Good, and then from here, whenever you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes again, pressing up for downward dog. Feel free to pedal out through the feet, or you can swing the knees underneath you, finding a little bit of a side stretch here. Good, and then you can stay with this movement if it's feeling really nice, or just take a few breaths, holding your downward dog, pressing the ground away with the hands, reaching the tailbone up, reaching the heels down. Knees can be bent as much as they need to be. Good, and then walking the feet up towards the hands, we'll come to a forward fold. Just letting the weight of the head and the arms hang down, maybe taking hold of opposite elbows, maybe rocking from side to side. Good, and then letting go of the elbows if you're holding on to them, bending the knees generously, and we'll start to roll up. And as you roll up, pressing the hips forwards. Good, coming all the way up to stand. Take a moment here, maybe bringing hands to prayer, one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, whatever feels good. We'll just take this last moment together to notice the sensations in the body, maybe feeling the ground underneath your feet, checking in with the breath, just noticing the rhythm of your inhale and your exhale. And then finally, just take a second to think of something that you're grateful for today. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. Sometimes when we get asked to think of something like this, we think we have to think of something really profound. But it can just be something really simple. Good. Well done for taking the time for yourself to do this little practice. And I'll see you again soon.